Hey everybody, yes, this is not a look-alike, it's real. This is Anastacia. I know my hair's back, so don't get all mad at me. I didn't chop it off too much. Yeah, I'm here, and you didn't go on the wrong website. This is the Anastacia Fan Club Austria, and this is for real. So keep on clicking on and keep on checking in, because I'll give you some new information.
The current thing I can feel you dance track. Which song encouraged Wayne and you to dance today, these days?
Oh, what's that?
Or do you like to go in clubs?
You know, I love a bit of being able to go out and hang out and enjoy going to the clubs. My favorite club that I think I have gone to, that I continue going to when I can in LA, is called the Abbey. Has great music, it has very good drinks, really nice drinks. It's always nice weather, so it's indoor, outdoor. Half the time it's outdoors. And it's just very fun, always packed, you know, and killer DJs, you know.
So still like in the old salt and pepper times?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm liking me in the salt and pepper videos quite, but I think clubs never die. They just, you know, we get older and sometimes don't think they're as cool as they used to be, but they're always been cool. You know, we just get older and look at them and think they're not cool. You know, oh, the club was so much better 10 years ago.
No problem anymore to get in.
You know what? I don't think people recognize me as much without my glasses, so, you know, I probably stand outside a club a little longer than usual. But then again, nobody recognizes me, so they don't know Anastasia's standing outside for 20 hours to get into a club. But I'm not really somebody to stand outside a club, because if I'm going to go in, then I'll know somebody. But that's great. I've stood outside of a club way longer than my husband's ever stood outside a club. Yeah, I have more patience with that.
Okay, and do you plan to hit the US market with the I Can Feel You thing?
Yeah, we're planning to do the US market with I don't know about I Can Feel You. I think we're going to start with a different one first. But we're going to America at probably the beginning of next year, so hoping it could be I Can Feel You later, but we're going to start with a different single for America.
And about the album, what can we expect from Heavy Rotation? In how far does your new album differ from the Anastacia album? Or older ones?
I think that the Heavy Rotation album is definitely a different side of me as a person. I had some really good time off. I really enjoyed being able to not work at all and not really have to concentrate on music as much. So I was able to hang out with my friends and just enjoy life and be more simple. Even though I was doing the clothing line, it was just a different aspect. There was a different pressure on me that just felt lighter. And I was also going through, you know, a time in my life where I was getting married, so I wanted to feel like I could just be free of not feeling obligated to anything but my husband, you know. So I think the new Heavy Rotation album, you won't hear the rocky edge that you heard on the Anastacia album, because I think that really was special for the Anastacia album because of what I was going through, because it was difficult, because I needed to have those guitars pull me through the time that I was going through. So musically, I think that was really important for me to have those songs, because those songs really painted the picture that I needed to paint at that time. This album sort of has a free-spirited approach. It has more of a it feels happier to me already in the first single. I think you can tell, but I think that just in general, I approached this album with such a different producers and a free spirit that allowed me to just write songs or take songs from other people. So it was kind of fun. Project, even though there was a lot of pressure around finishing it very fast. It was really kind of fun. which usually a lot more work.
And is there already a decision for your next single?
For my next single, there is, but I don't think I'm allowed to say anything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's absolutely positive, isn't it?
Well, I mean, yeah, but I don't know.
Is it a secret?
I wouldn't know. I don't know, that's why I was asking you.
That's my wishes, honestly. So, it's not sure.
Better cut it out.
Yeah, I don't know quite yet, but what I'm going to do is I'll say, the next single's absolutely positively when she calls you and tells you that everybody knows. So you can edit it and say, new information.
Is it to expect this year? This year, the new single?
You know what? It all depends. We're doing the video in a week or 2 weeks, but when it's going to be ready would probably be when the radio stations kind of need it. Hopefully this year. Not that, it's negative or positive whether it's this year. Just sometimes to put out a second single sooner makes the album, they say, these days start to move faster, because once they hear 2 singles, these days fans and people that are the consumers like to get 2 songs, off an album and listen to them before they go to buy it. So that's what they say. I don't know. I haven't done it for a while.
What's your favorite song on the Heavy Rotation album? Or is there a song that has a special meaning to you?
Oh, there's a bunch of songs that have special meanings to me. Heavy Rotation might be, the favorite song might be Heavy Rotation for me. Once I heard that song, it just really was a fun, energetic, just feel good, real gritty song. I like that song a lot, actually. And then I kind of like the meaning that it now has to me, which is sort of, throwing the word heavy, out there is not the same way it meant when I wrote Heavy on My Heart, years ago. So it's nice to be able to see different aspects of the word heavy,
Can we expect B-sides to be released on the upcoming singles which are not on the album exactly?
Yes. B-sides, I do have really 2 cool B-sides that I, would have wanted on the album, but of course the record company, that's what they do. They take these little, songs and go, oh no, we're going to put them as A and B's. And so I think there's, obviously the UK is going to have a bonus track, and I think the European early sales have a bonus track or something, but those are the B-sides that we're gonna, not really, there'll be none of that. They're talking behind my back.
But there's this one song you sang on a couple of concerts, Dream On. Is there a possibility?
No, you know what? It's fun to do a cover song like that, but to really record it,
The live recording?
that's a little difficult. Because it was really fun and I liked it. I almost did a cover song on this album, but what I think I might do? I'm not a Christmas album kind of chick, I like Christmas. They call me Anna Claus, I'm really, really excited about Christmas time. But I think I'd see myself doing a covers album before I may end up covering a song ever on an album, So maybe 2 albums from now, maybe I'll do just cover songs of other people's music, and it'll be really, really cool because, it'll inspire me to pick from an array of music, and it might be something really, really nice to do at that point. But, I almost did a cover song, but, it just didn't make it.
It's a pity.
Do you plan to tour?
Yes, I'm actually planning a tour for close to probably the fall of next year. I know it seems like a long time away, but there's so many singles to do, and then with America being a territory they want to introduce, and I'm in a way to Mercury, I'm a new artist, so they've got to work me to America in a little bit of a different way, and they use a lot of time when they do that. So I still have to plan the tour. I have to get it, up and running, and that'll start happening probably at the beginning of next year. And we'll probably start selling tickets beginning of next year, but it won't go on sale. I like indoor concerts too. I'm not a real festival girl. All the outside elements up in my grill. I swallow the bugs. I'm like, hey! If you knew how many high notes I hit and something flew in there and I was like,